Panthoibi Construction Private Limited, developing tomorrow presents Panthoibi Green Homes, a destination of luxury living, equipped with modern amenities. Launching on
The top news headlines. Powerful bomb blast rocks Manipur border town More, several injured, says report. Band supporters allegedly attack ambulance at Kangpopi, total shutdown relaxed. Another jump in COVID-19 infections as 81,466 cases recorded, tally over 12.3 million. And Taiwan train crash leaves 36 dead in island's worst rail disaster in 40 years. A very good afternoon and welcome to Times of Manipur News today at 1 p.m. This is MASACO giving you the latest news updates. Before we move on to the news, a COVID advisory for the general public. As a responsible citizen, it is our duty to minimize the spread of coronavirus as much as possible. Wash your hands frequently with soap for at least 20 seconds. Using an alcohol-based sanitizer also helps keep the virus at bay. Avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth. Avoid stepping out unless absolutely necessary. Always wear a mask before stepping out and even in your own home in the presence of outsiders, as masks have been proven effective in containing the virus. Maintain a social distance of at least 2 meters in public places. And now the news in detail. Several people were injured following a powerful bomb blast that occurred along Indo-Myanmar border in the wee hours. According to our correspondent, the bomb exploded at More Ward No. 2 Sunrise Ground, located at Indo-Myanmar border. Sources said several people were injured in the blast. Sources said several gunshots were heard at Namphalong area. An Assam Rifles temporary office and a bank are located on the Manipur sector of the border with Myanmar's Namphalong. Official sources said investigations are on to determine the bomb blast. A team of More Police, Manipur Rifles, IRB and troops of Assam Rifles took stock of the situation. Myanmar activists held candlelit protests overnight and scrambled to find workarounds for a new internet shutdown today as opponents to the military's bloody crackdown on dissent vowed no let-up in efforts to unseat the ruling generals. According to Reuters, anti-coup protesters shared radio frequencies, offline internet resources and providers of text message news alerts to try to circumvent new curbs on the internet, which now limit web access to fixed line services only. The military did not announce or explain its order to telecom firms to cut wireless broadband, which adds to a ban on mobile data, through which a nationwide movement has mobilized on social media and spread images of the junta's lethal suppression of mostly youth-led protests. Protesters spread a call for a flower strike at a bus stop where demonstrators killed by security forces had departed on their last journey yesterday. The report added the new charges of violating the Official Secrets Act were filed against Aung San Suu Kyi, her chief lawyer said, the most serious so far, on top of 2 comparatively minor offences punishable by 14 years in prison. Amid the 36-hour Bandh called by civil society organizations in Kangpokpi district, Bandh supporters allegedly fired a bullet at an Imphal-bound ambulance belonging to Lamjingba ambulance service last night. The incident happened around 8:25 p.m. at Kangpokpi Bazaar along Imphal-Dimapur Road. The ambulance was returning from Guwahati after transporting a patient there. However, no one was injured during the attack. Kangpokpi Additional Superintendent of Police Thangkhochon Haukip and his team rushed to the site to take stock of the situation. Some protesters attacked the police team with catapults, but no one was injured, a report said. Many have condemned the incident. Kangpokpi civil society organizations have decided to relax the ongoing 36-hour Kangpokpi total shutdown in view of Good Friday. Reports said in this regard, an understanding has also been reached between the Kangpokpi civil society groups and Minister Losi Dekho and Kangpokpi MLA Nimcha Kipkin. The social organizations have called the strike from 6 a.m. yesterday, protesting against improper transfer and posting policy of government employees in the district. India recorded the biggest single-day increase in the cases of coronavirus disease, COVID-19, in nearly 6 months and the highest this year so far amid a second wave of the pandemic, the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare said today. Data released by the Union Health Ministry showed there were 81,466 cases of coronavirus disease between yesterday and this morning, which have pushed the country's overall caseload to 12.3 million, making it the third worst affected globally behind the United States and Brazil. The Health Ministry's dashboard at 8 a.m. also showed that 469 related fatalities were recorded in the last 24 hours, which have now pushed the country's death toll to 1,63,396. Yesterday, there were 72,330 COVID-19 cases and 459 people succumbed to the viral disease. The number of active cases jumped to 6,14,698 after 30,641 were added to the tally in the last 24 hours, the Health Ministry's dashboard showed at 8 a.m. With 50,401 people cured of the coronavirus disease, 11,525,039 patients have recovered across the country, according to the Health Ministry. The national recovery rate is now 93.67%. The Indian Council of Medical Research (ICMR) said 24,59,12,587 samples have been tested for COVID-19 up to April 1st. The top research body added that of these, 1,113,966 samples were tested yesterday. At least 36 people were killed and 72 injured when a Taiwan train derailed in a tunnel today after apparently hitting a truck in the island's worst rail disaster in at least 4 decades. As per media reports, express the train traveling from Taipei to Taitung, carrying many tourists at the start of a long weekend, came off the rails north of
6.99% की चांगदा थागी installment basis से थी रखपयागन ngasi malengsim biro Panthoibi Construction Private Limited assist company or Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited torombam lekai
Tom Cable ki subscriber sing da khangan jari madudi subscriber sing na channel suna amadi ayat apan yaudana yengbina ba recharge tawbiyo Pizariba package sing de basic package ta lupa chani amadi atopa package sing da lupa chahum yankhai chamri amadi chamri yankhai pijari recharge tawnabagi damak makhada pijariba khuthang ahum asidagi khanbiyu ahanbada online da recharge tawnabagi damak tomtv.co.in da changbiduna yamna laiba process ta recharge tawiyu anisubada distributor recharge isa ki distributor sing da monthly subscription submit tawiduna recharge tawiyu natraga ahum subada office recharge Uripok Khosnam Lekai da leiba TOMTV ki office ta laktuna recharge tawiyu khanghan jariba Tom Cable Uripok Khosnam Lekai Imphal ekoi contact number 8974279099 natraga 8132089758
Office of the Yaifre Group of Finance, YG Finance, Head Office Singmairong near Eastern Motor, Imphal East, Manipur. April gi tang tara manga lising ani kun mathoi da gi tha amada lupa lising mari khak hullaga hauzagadawriba lottery cum tender ase yaubiraga lupa lakh kun gi mapu oibiu. Lucky draw fauragana lupa lakh amma fangbigani. Loinana athoba matamda agent yankaisu pamzai. Agent singidamak monthly income Draw timing na nungthul gi pung anini. Hena akupa marol gi damak office ta ayuki pung mapan makhai dagi na nungthul gi pung mari faubugi manungda lakpiu. Amadi mobile number 7642042874 natraga 9362147856 ta contact tawbirau. Khanghanjariba Manager Yaifre Group of Finance.
Welcome back after the break. Manipur's coronavirus tally reached 29,401 after one new case was registered in the last 24 hours. The new case was reported from Imphal West District, according to the State COVID Common Control Room. The state's fatality report stands at 374. The number of active cases is 64, while the recovery cases stands at 28,963. The recovery rate currently stands at 98.51%. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh yesterday distributed laptops to the officers of state government as part of the implementation of e-office in the state during a function at Chief Minister's Secretariat. Laptops were distributed to officers below the level of secretary for e-office rollout. Appreciating the senior officials of the state government for successful commencement of e-office, the Chief Minister stated that the rollout of e-office would speed up movement of files and help in maintaining transparency. This would also make tracking of files easier, he added. GAD Minister Vungzagin Valte, Chief Secretary Dr. Rajesh Kumar and Principal Secretary V. Vamlumang also attended the function. Churches in Noni district held Good Friday worship today, commemorating the crucifixion of Jesus and his death at Calvary. Longmai 4 Peaceland Baptist Church also observed Good Friday at Longmai 4 Peaceland. During the program, Wilson Kame, Speaker of the Day, talked about the persecution and crucifixion of Jesus Christ. The day is considered holy because Jesus Christ gave his life as a sacrifice while suffering for the sins of the people. Local pastors, church leaders and residents of Longmai 4 Peaceland attended the program. Demand Committee on Creation of Autonomous District Council has threatened to impose a 48-hour total shutdown in all hill districts of Manipur from midnight of April 3rd if the Manipur government fails to arrange necessary steps to hold Autonomous District Council elections in respect of Ferozal, Kamjong, None and Technopol districts. Informing this to media yesterday at Manipur Press Club in Imphal, committee convener Simon Kame said that ATSUM has demanded the state government to conduct ADC elections only in 6 hill districts of Manipur, leaving behind Ferozal, Kamjong, None and Technopol districts, which is unfortunate. Simon Kame mentioned that a state cabinet meeting had held on March 27th last resolved to hold ADC elections in the 4 new hill districts.
District Demand Committee haibase appeal tauraga demand tauraga laibasidi aikhoigi right to laibadagi government onda aikhoina haiza nomjaraga demand tawbiraga haibani adudagi na Manipur state government na cabinet ta 27 da approve tawbire adugi damaktadi aikhoigi 4 hill district ki citizens makhaidi Namkai Leitraga, Aikoigi, Honorable Chief Minister Biren Singh Bo, Takatare Haibagi, appeals in Lauzaraga, Akoi Toksaragi.
The centre has extended the Armed Forces Special Powers Act in 3 districts of Arunachal Pradesh by another 6 months. It has also extended the draconian law in 4 police station areas in 3 other districts bordering Assam and declared them disturbed in view of continuing activities of banned insurgent groups. According to a notification issued by the Union Home Ministry, Tirap, Changlang and Longding districts of Arunachal Pradesh and 4 police stations bordering Assam were declared disturbed areas under the AFSPA. Tirap, Changlang and Longding districts in Arunachal Pradesh and the areas falling within the jurisdiction of the following 4 police stations in other districts of Arunachal Pradesh bordering the state of Assam are declared as disturbed area under Section 3 of the Armed Forces Special Powers Act 1958 up to September 30th, 2021 with effect from April 1st, 2021 unless withdrawn earlier, the notification mentioned.
This venue Guwahati, Mirza Tiniali, or contact us at 6026-709-279 or 7005-235638. Guardians Defense Academy. Admission open for 10 days SSB course from 4th April 2021. We provide personalized coaching to its candidate, special classes by visiting officers for motivation, professional guidance and teaching, everyday feedback to prepare well. Boarding and lodging facilities available. For more details, please contact Guardians Defense Academy near Nursing Thakur Mandir, Naurim Lekai Kagwa Makha, Imphal West. Contact number 9863 388 639. TOMTV Music Video Album Competition. Chaliba chahi sige manungda nambiba hiram ama hekta da yumpham oiduna sembiba music video album sing athoi hen changdamnaba ama TOMTV na Film Forum Manipur ga khusamnaduna pangthok cheragani. Best Music Video Album da lupa lising yang khayi mana amadi atai mana kya su thamjari ba changdamnaba sida saruk yabiningba singna video album sing thazin biraknaba akupa moral gidamak office matamda 9774 078 983 da paw phobilo. Kanghanjariba TOMTV Times of Manipur.
Welcome back after the break. A poll panel team's unexplained decision to use a private vehicle to transport an electronic voting machine (EVM) at the end of polling sparked violence in Assam's Barak Valley region yesterday. According to media reports, the Assam police resorted to firing blank shots in the air and baton charging a massive mob, mostly of opposition supporters, which surrounded the car, incidentally belonging to a BJP candidate in Karimganj district. The EVM is secure, as are the election personnel. Authorities have medical advice. Tendulkar, the only cricketer with 100 international hundreds and 200 tests, said today that he took all necessary precautions to ensure he kept COVID-19 at bay, but he developed mild symptoms. And now let's take a look at the local newspaper headlines. Imphal Free Press. Baby Sana committed suicide, says CBI report. No evidence of abetment against accused persons. Assembly elections. Assam records 74% turnout, 80% in West Bengal. Naringbam Samarjit remanded to police custody for 13 days. The Songhai Express. Baby Sana case, CBI submits final report. No evidence against accused, says agency. 27th Assam Rifles rescue abducted labourers from village in Myanmar. Rescue Act done sans violence. Suchi appears before court. The People's Chronicle. 48-hour Bandh called to counter Atsum agitation. Kangpo PCSO's relaxed Bandh demand removal of SP, release of arrested volunteers. CBI submits final report on Baby Sana case. And now, before we wrap up, the top news headlines once again. Powerful bomb blast rocks Manipur border town More, several injured, says report. Bandh supporters allegedly attack ambulance at Kangpopi, total shutdown relaxed. Another jump in COVID-19 infections as 81,466 cases recorded, tally over 12.3 million. And Taiwan train crash leaves 36 dead in island's worst rail disaster in 40 years. And that's all for the news today at 1 p.m. Thank you for watching.